take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Love, they go play action now. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
To Aaron Jones.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
A gain of a yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's into the clear. The 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards for him on the ground.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Play action this time with Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tied 7-7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at
that play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Love going to give this one to Jones. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead.
It is good.
And it's up and good.
Packers 14, Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's McDonald. He's going to air one out. He's going in. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
The 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald. 20. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And Norton
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over the 25-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
It's caught inside the 5. And we'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Lions 21, Packers 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right?
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other. and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down now, it's Jones, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. They go bootleg. Love. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts it...
He coughs it up.
Wow, that ball was not full, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He got 29 yards that time.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big player in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They go play action with McDonald. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's McDonald. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Lions Eagles will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is McDonald. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Packers' 8-yard line.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's McDonald to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
27-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. McDonald sets to throw. And this one taken in by Cephas. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
4 yards. Complete to Quintez Cephas.
McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, McDonald. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Operating from the gun. McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This will be caught about the 5. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's something that there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, McDonald. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there are more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Love now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. McDonald. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Kari Willis on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Love. Rolling to his right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. From the gun, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Kari Willis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Lions.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Number 18.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Green Bay.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. To the air again, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
13 yards.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. First down, going to the air with Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
Again, it's Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll way through it. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he went. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this will go out of bounds. And they're still short of the line to gain. So this is going to be a turnover on downs here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. McDonald. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
McDonald.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Swift. And some room to run now. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, the defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Love to pass. It's the right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Love, they go play action now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Love going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going back to Love. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Score Lions.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 40 autos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. Loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds. I've been grinding lately, it's my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached.